The Western countries' borders are tightening. The migration rules are getting harsher, and once again, Africans are at the mercy of global systems they did not build and don't control. But today, we are not just asking why the West is rejecting us. We are asking a deeper, more painful question. What are we as Africans doing to build power at home so we don't have to beg abroad? Is the world tired of us? Let's not sugarcoat it. From the US to the UK, from Italy to Australia, immigration walls are rising. More restrictions, more deportations, more visa denials. They don't say it loudly, but the message is clear. You Africans, stay where you are. That sounds harsh, but ask yourself, if the world is saying don't come, why are we still acting like we have no choice but to leave? The truth is, Africa is not poor. It is being plundered. Africa has gold, oil, cobalt, timber, fertile land, a youth population that can literally build the future, but still we depend on loans, on foreign investors, on development aid with small fine print that locks us in very long term. We are the richest continent with the poorest mindset. While we pray for open doors in Europe, multinationals are mining our backyards and flying the profits out with private jets. They don't want our people, they want our minerals. Remember, the colonizer left, but the programming stayed. Let's be honest, we speak their languages better than we speak our own. We worship their gods harder than they do. We copy their education systems, then graduate with degrees that solve none of our local problems. We adopted their politics, their religion, their curriculum, but forgot to adopt their selfishness and strategy. Africa is still behaving like a polite house guest in a global system built on exploitation. Meanwhile, other nations, India, China, even Turkey, are exporting their culture, protecting their borders, and rising with pride. Why are we the only ones asking for permission to matter? Is this our fault or a global conspiracy? Now some will say Africans are lazy, corrupt, and unserious. But wait, is it laziness when your raw materials are shipped out for pennies and you have to buy them back as finished products at 100 times the price? Is it unseriousness when Western-backed regimes keep your elections unstable, your currencies weak, and your debts climbing? We have corrupt leaders, yes, but we also have global systems designed to keep Africa confused, divided, and dependent. It's not just accidental. It is not just mismanagement. It is profitable to keep Africa on its knees. So, what are we Africans doing with our power? Why do we still allow unrestricted access to our minerals, while our own people dig with bare hands? Why are our brightest youths crossing deserts and drowning in oceans just to escape the land that raised them? Why are African presidents still flying abroad for checkups, while the hospitals back home look like war zones? If Western countries are closing their borders, maybe it's time Africa closed its legs to exploitation. Look, we can't keep crying every time a foreign embassy says no. We should be crying for what we are not building back home. The real tragedy is not that they are rejecting us, it's that we still don't have anything strong enough to return to with dignity. Africa doesn't need pity. It needs strategy. It needs discipline. It needs leaders who fear history more than they fear CNN headlines. Because no one will take Africa seriously until Africa takes itself seriously. So what do you think? Are we victims of a global power game, or are we too distracted chasing religion, praise-singing politicians, and dancing on TikTok to even care? Drop your thoughts in the comment section. Let's reason, not rant. And please like, share, and subscribe to Sense of No Nation, where we break the narrative before the narrative breaks us. See you in my next episode. Goodbye.